If you think I'm a billionaire, you cookie bean. I'm so sorry. Ba-da-da-da. If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day. I would give away most of my money.
Then give your money, motherfucker. What you waiting for? Oh, but don't worry, guys. If she was a billionaire, let's forget the fact that she's probably got $10-20 million in her bank account, and to this very day, she hasn't given most of her money away. But don't worry, guys. If she hits that magic $1 billion number in her bank account, surely that's when she's gonna give most of her money away. Twitch streamer Pokimane has been trying to convince all of us that she's a man of the people, a woman of the people, when in reality, she's nothing but a butt for the people. The reason as to why you haven't heard about Pokimane for such a long time is because she's been on this huge hiatus from streaming, where she went from streaming pretty much every single day to streaming once in a blue moon. But unfortunately for all of us, she recently came back to streaming, and ever since she came back, she's been on this... Well, I'm gonna be honest here, she's been on this embarrassing attempt at rebranding her image into this caring influencer who cares about the meek and the middle class. For example, on her latest stream, she was non-consensually preaching to all of her viewers about how people are so self-centered nowadays. And according to Pokimane, our society has collectively become so self-absorbed, so selfish, that all we can think about is money, instead of focusing on what truly matters, guys. Family and friends.
Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered, capitalistic society. And it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else, even friendships, even being there for other people. And then, again, it creates this culture where people are like, oh, I don't want to bother them. They're probably busy.
Wow, Pokimane, I really wonder why people are starting to care exponentially more about money nowadays. Surely it's not because the economy is in the gutter. Surely it's not because the job market is doing extremely poorly nowadays that you'll hear all these stories about people who just got their degrees in computer science struggling to find a job because mega corporations have decided to replace useless humans with definitely reliable AI, which definitely doesn't make dystopian and unacceptable mistakes. And surely it's not because the price of groceries have gone up exponentially, whereas the wages for most people have not gone up to keep up with these new prices. But I really wonder why the average Joe is forced to care about money more than ever nowadays. But don't worry, guys, we're all wrong and Pokimane's right, and she's definitely not giving a rich out of touch take.
Oh, I've heard so many people discuss this, in order to have a village, you need to be a villager. I think that's really true. Like,
oh, shut the fuck up. You're not a villager, bro. You're the noble. You're the fat noble who's eating all those grapes inside of that castle while all the villagers are starving. Who is she even trying to convince?
Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered...
Self-centered? Bitch, didn't you marry yourself? Because I'm pretty sure there was that huge drama surrounding her where she literally bought like a $12,000 ring. Yeah, I remember just a few months ago, she literally bought herself a $12,000 Bugatti ring, Bulgari ring. Well, that's when you know I'm too broke to understand what that brand is. And she made that whole cringe video where she was pretty much like, I don't need a man. I'm gonna marry myself because I love myself.
I bought an engagement ring for myself. Okay, but you guys told me to. A ring at Bulgari that I just fell in love with. It felt like way too much to get for myself, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, I hope someday I actually get engaged. The person that you are engaged to the most in your entire lifetime is your damn self. So why shouldn't I get this ring for my damn self?
You know the random burn inside of your head that you get like at random times? Yo, I genuinely feel like one of my brain cells just committed Sudoku. Because what kind of cringe fest did we just watch? I might have some news for you, Pokimane. You're the definition of self-centered.
So, this is me proposing to myself.
There's a reason why I never watched this video despite hearing about it. It's just so cringe, but also, I'm gonna be honest here, it's just sad. But I really love the fact how she's out there preaching about how she would give all of her money away if she was a billionaire, about how people care too much about money, how people are too self-centered nowadays, when she's literally out there spending $12,000 on a stupid ring, and then she's doing this stupid video where she's desperately trying to convince us that she's not mentally ill, and that she's definitely not cooked in the head for being engaged to herself. Even though no one's buying this BS.
And it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else.
Pokimane has been LARPing as a member of the middle class and has been desperately trying to convince us with this desperate attempt at coming back, at rebranding herself, that she's the female Robin Hood and that she's a woman of the people and that she would definitely give all of her money away if she was a billionaire, even though she's literally sitting on tens of millions of dollars doing cringe stuff like this. Is she mentally disabled? This is the same grifter preaching to not be self-centered and to not worship money, even though that's exactly what she does. But we're all expected to believe that she would give most of her money away to the needy if she were to hit that magical $1 billion number, even though she wasted $12,000 buying a Bugatti ring, marrying herself like a schizo mentally ill patient, and even though she's out there wasting tens of thousands of dollars on Cartier luxury items and flexing it on social media. I sincerely believe this is why no one takes Pokimane seriously in 2026. She's literally the definition of a rage pit machine who preaches to people and yet doesn't practice anything she preaches. You wanna know what this whole hypocritical grift of hers reminds me of? It reminds me of how a few months ago she tried to do the whole eat the rich thick in order to, I guess, be relatable to the middle class.
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Men and women, we love each other.
Facts.
And we hate the rich. Anyways. Too much.
Aren't you the rich?
No!
No, I'm not the rich. Oh no, ignore all those 50 bags of Cartier. Ignore that whole bouquet of money. Hey, ignore that $12,000 ring that I was flexing on social media. No, guys. I'm a brokey just like all of you, okay? And we're all in this together.
Aren't you the rich?
No!
What I absolutely love about this clip is that you can just look at her face and you know right away that she knew. She got cooked when she got called out for her grifting and there was nothing she could say.
Fortunately, we live in such a self-centered capitalistic society.
But on her latest stream, she also goes ahead and talks about how capitalism is evil, is horrible, even though she literally got rich off capitalism. And she's even exploited capitalism to make even more money than she already had when she launched that overpriced bag of cookies product of hers. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm calling them a bag of cookies. I should be calling them a bag of dookies. Because when a homeless person was gifted a box of those dookies, he had time to roast the poor quality of those cookies despite their high price.
Okay. So I think that might be styrofoam. Look at it. Look at that. You see that? Look at this. It's not the same thing. It doesn't have the white dots on it as much.
You know it's cooked when even the homeless are roasting your dookies. But back in 2023, Pokimane launched this new product of cookies and she was selling them for $28 for a pack of 4. Just for people to later find out that Pokimane's cookies were a copy-paste of another brand of cookies that were selling for $10 for 14 ounces. Whereas with Pokimane, you were getting 16 ounces, ooh, for $28. If that's not the very definition of capitalism at its finest, I don't know what is. But it gets even better, guys, because let's remember the classic clip when people went on Pokimane's chat and told her, hey, I don't think I've got 28 bucks for your box of dookies. This is what the female Robin Hood, the woman of the people, had to say.
Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
We hate the rich boys, and you know what? I'm gonna spread awareness about this disgusting, horrible wealth disparity, and I'm gonna preach about how people need to stop worshipping money. Oh wait, you don't have $28 for my box of dookies? Ugh, get away from me, you freak! Go up yourself, brokey! Once again, the reason as to why nobody has any respect for this pretentious, narcissistic, stuck-up, I'm not gonna say the word here, is because of how she's literally the grandmaster challenger of virtue signaling, where she literally preaches one thing to look relatable to the masses, but then again, she fails miserably at doing so, because this rich person is so out of touch with reality that she fails to realize that the whole, oh guys, we need to stop focusing on worshipping money, on focusing on money, we need to start focusing instead on family and friends. Doesn't work right now when the economy is literally in the gutter for the middle class and the poor, but she does all of that virtue signaling, all of that moral grandstanding BS, just to do the complete opposite.
Compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money. Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like, oh my god, $28 for cookies?
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
But anyway, guys, smash like and subscribe if you still wouldn't buy Pokimane's dookies, even if you were a billionaire.
Money, 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 money.